They send the product for free and they expect me to give it a 5-star rating because I got it for free. But how would that be if I lied to you?
Amateur radio and GMRS2.
Hey guys, this is Joe Tech from JoeteckTips and Amateur Radio and GMRS. And today we are reviewing the Grener Power. So you may be wanting to use this for maybe like off the grid, possibly, or maybe for your Radio Shack. You might want to have some lithium polymer batteries for your radio. Like instead of running power supplies, you might want to run just batteries. This could be an option. And I'm going to say it Grener because it's G-R-E-N-E-R, not Greener. That would require 2 E's, but whatever. So I got 2 of these for free. Now, I have a special device that tests this type of equipment. I charged it to 100% and then immediately put the load on it. I put a 14 amp load, about 180 watt draw, until it died. Now, again, I did get these for free. I have one charging now, the one that I discharged. I discharged this one too, and they both acted the same, which I'm actually disappointed. So the samples that I've received from Grener Power most likely have mismatched cells on the inside. There are 4 cells and they must be mashed perfectly in order to function properly. Now, the quality control and the quality assurance in this product may not be up to par, because when I immediately put a load on it, this is supposed to achieve 12.8 volts through up to 80% and then start to dive. That's not what happened. I recorded the entire discharge of this device taking control of the battery and immediately dropped from 12.8 to 12.7, 12.5, 12.6 pretty quickly. When it got to 12 volts, it pretty much just took a major nosedive, and then once it hit 11 volts, it died, and then it achieved the 1280 watt hours that it's supposed to do. However, it's supposed to achieve the 1280 watt hours between 0 and 80%, 100% and 80%, down to 20%. It's supposed to be 12.8 across the board. It's supposed to maintain 12.8 all the time. Open circuit should be between 13.1 to 13.6, maybe 8 if you're lucky. But these batteries, my friends, does not meet my criteria. Will it work for my scenario that I need? Probably, but it drops down pretty quickly, and I think the batch that they sent me were either old stock or something that is, or they just don't make a good quality product, which is, I mean, they work, but they're supposed to maintain 12 point. I have a video. I'll let you see it. I'll let you see part of it, and you tell me what you think. You tell me if, and even if you're the manufacturer of this product, tell me what happened. Maybe the Mini is not up to the task. Maybe this product just can't handle or be built to the necessary quality standards of a true LiFePO4 battery. It's supposed to maintain 12.8 volts for 80% of its discharge rate, and it doesn't do that. I put a 14 amp load. This thing did 7 hours of 14 amps non-stop for 7 hours. 7 hours. But the voltage dropped dramatically, which indicates poorly matched cells or damaged cells. So they're not looking or making good quality product for these batteries and selling them for $150 when they're not even worth $100. Or they shouldn't even be selling them because they shouldn't be labeled as 1280 watt hours. They should be labeled as because they start to sag. So maybe there should be a 70 amp hour battery and 1,000 watt hours, because that would make more sense. It just doesn't. It doesn't do. Most people are not going to do this. This is a very sophisticated piece of testing equipment. Very sophisticated. Let's go watch the video. So, you see what I'm talking about? It didn't maintain 12.8 through its discharge. And that, I'm going to have to give this a 3-star JoeteckTips rating. I really thought, I mean, it does work, but it doesn't maintain. I really should give it a 2-star. But I'm not even sure if these are going to work for my task. Because if they discharge that rapidly, who knows what the inverter is going to do? You know, the inverter is a different load. I did DC load. This is a DC load, not a 12-volt inverter. You know, not a DC to AC inverter. I didn't do that. But that's probably what the majority of people what they're going to be doing with this. I did direct DC load, completely different. This I think would be a little bit more harsher because I did 180 watts right from it. So the conclusion. God, I hate to do this. This is especially when the product, I hate it when they send the product for free and they expect me to give it a 5-star rating because I got it for free. But how would that be if I lied to you and said it's a great product when it really isn't? Ugh, that hurts me. It hurts me a lot to actually say it's a 3-star rating. Does it work? It does, but it drops down rapidly. I wouldn't bring it past 50% or 40% of its capacity, then I would charge it immediately because it starts to take a major dip faster than necessary. So this is probably a 640 watt hour battery and discharge it at 50% and make this a 50 amp hour. 50 amp hour at 640 watt hours. Then that would be correct. This is not a 100 amp hour battery. 50 amp hour. They're overrating it for sure. That's my conclusion. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Take care, and we'll see you next time. I will have a link in the description below if you want it. If you want it.